Happy with that?
I love. They're amazing, man. They look insane.
The bright ones, weren't they? Those ones were candid.
I like the bright
ones.
ones.
Candid.
I really like those.
So yesterday was the photography show, which this year was in London in the XL, which was an absolute get to for me being in South Wales, but I did it, committed to it, and it was amazing to see a lot of the people, some of the stands, meet a lot of you guys who watch the channel, that sort of stuff. So yeah, really good. Ended up being quite messy though when went out for a few drinks with my mate Andrew in this really cool boat bar. Ended up, we went in for one. just leave it there. Really good night. So feeling a little bit sensitive this morning, but I'll be all right. I'll go and have a breakfast and some Weatherspoons now, and I'm sure I'll snap out of it. Just to get myself in the mood, I want to take a portrait shot here because the light is really strong, and I was trying to get sunburst to come off that post. So with the camera vertical, and when there's a few people coming down, sort of ending up with that, which is okay, but it's really hard to see because obviously I want the sunburst to catch, and I want the bloke on a third and in the bottom left corner and stuff. So quite difficult. But I'm not getting a very nice sunburst at all. It's quite shit actually. So I've got a UV filter on the front of the Leica, which I'm going to take off just to see if that's what's causing the issues. There's an area over there. When the sun comes out, it catches that white wall, white pillar, and then the reflection here, around about there, is obviously focus to infinity. It really makes a nice silhouette, and obviously you've got this red corner, which is really nice. But I need to wait for the light. I've never taken this shot before, but as I came here, this is the sort of very famous cinema. I think it's a cinema. Yeah, cinema. Very famous building. Really nice picture house in London, and I've walked past here 1,000 times, but I've never ever noticed that the light catching that wall. So it just goes to show how if you revisit a location, see what the shadows will pop. And the problem I've got as well is that the area I've got is not very big to put the human element, so it might actually not be possible. I was off there. Sometimes I have to admit it's more about the thought and the idea of seeing a shot and thinking this might work, and then trying it and realising it's not going to work. But at least you learn from your mistakes. You learn from sort of looking at a blank area and think, yeah, there's a space there, there's enough space for that human element to be. If it's not going to work, it's not going to work, but at least you've had the idea. And now I know that that area needs to be about 2 foot wider to fit a human element in it. But the thought was there, because you both look like really fucking good, really sharp. Thank you, appreciate it. Really sharp. So what do? You work in a clothes shop, or?
Yeah, we work here.
But you obviously do modelling or something on the side for them as well, do you?
No, we just work in the store.
You don't do any modelling at all?
No, man. No, we
They should get you doing modelling, man. Do you know this backdrop here?
Yeah.
You could do like a posed picture here with that as a backdrop, and I could send you the shot if you want. If you could give it to the shop if you want, you could use it yourself.
You're going to charge us?
No, man.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm here, you're here, let's do it.
No, sure.
Yeah, I'll give you a card and I'll send it you.
Hey, man.
Is that alright?
You want it? We've got a few minutes. Yeah, we've got a few minutes. Yeah, let's do it.
So, yeah, well, just because looking as sharp as you are,
thank you.
You know, you were studying basically looking this good, thinking someone with a camera is going to come round at some point.
That's always the goal.
Yeah.
Right? Always the goal.
That's going to be fun. You happy with me filming it for my YouTube channel? Is that cool? Yeah. Nice one, guys. Right then, give me a second. I'm wondering if I can shoot through this and have you. Do you want to stand just for a minute, just the other side? You can just carry on talking for a minute, just the other side of that, just so I could see if it works. I'm not sure that's working through there. But we won't bother with the phone box because it's too messy, and I wanted, because you look so good, I won't bother with the phone box. So I'll just get a nice clean shot. We'll move away from the scooter. So you've got one part of your shirt in and one part out. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All the kids are. That's how the kids are wearing it these days, isn't it?
It's something that we do quite a bit here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I could use the reflection of the wing mirror or something. Let's go like 5, 6. Step back a smidge because you've got horrible light in your eyes. That's it. Does it feel better on your face? Because the light was cut. Oh, that's better. Both look that way.
This way?
Yeah. Fucking, it's bright, isn't it? Do you think it's like too bright on your face, or do you think it's because it was bright?
It is bright.
It is.
It actually catches like the nice contours of the face as well.
Nice to have the sun, obviously.
I think it catches like the nice contours of our face as well. To be fair,
it's really cool. Man.
It's very cool. Yeah, these are nice.
Cool. We'll try one again in the shade.
For sure.
And then be really cool if I get a decent reflection in this bloody wing mirror, but I can't. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was really uncomfortable. Leaning over that, and the seat's bloody hot and all. Have a look at those ones. Go and stand 2 minutes over there. Have a look at them. I'll just switch it on for you. Have it, and then just press play. And then just go jump off the road, so I know you're not going to get squidged. And then just press the left button to go back. I think they're better because it's softer light on you. It's more flattering. Different. Weren't expecting to do this today, did I?
No, definitely.
But you were hoping you would, but you knew your day would come.
Yeah, you know, we were...
I'd like to say I've got an agency and I'm undercover scout, like I really would, but happy with that?
I love. They're amazing, man. They're insane.
The bright ones, weren't they? Those ones were candid.
I like the bright
that was
ones.
candid.
I really like those.
Because you were looking at the car coming, thinking, shit. And then, yeah, I do like them ones.
Oh.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I'm based in Wales, but I come down to London to do some commercials.
Because I want some headshots to do.
There's potential for a photograph here using, I think it's that one. Do you know what? I don't even know. I think it's that curl. So you've got this really, really strong area of light over here, which is big enough, learning from previous mistake, to get, to get a human element in that width over there. So focus infinity, and then it was quite difficult moving the camera around to get that curve kind of pointing like that. So obviously then that's the area where the reflection's going to be, and at f8 infinity you get just enough depth of field to create this sort of semi-sharp shape for the silhouette, for the separated silhouette. So yeah, what's also important is the lines going off to the right, so they add balance. So the photograph finishes about there on the 28mm, but these vertical lines have to be straight, and they add sort of a layer of sort of interest and balance as well. So we're trying to get the subjects, which I think is about there on that third. That is why I love London. What a cool bunch of guys. Look, you see, walking up and down Regent Street now, you see people dressed like that. That's like normal attire, and they just look amazing. So you see so many quirky people, or just interesting people, dressed like that. And that was a really cool impromptu photo shoot, which, yeah, really, really enjoyed that. The light was difficult. I'm not crazy about the ones in the light. Obviously, if you had an off-camera flash or something, it'd be tremendous. But no, isn't that just a fun sort of aspect of street photography? Just the random interactions you can get, and it's. I think there's 3 elements to street photography. In fact, I was talking about this at the photo show yesterday. 3 things: you get to walk around interesting places with your camera. A guy was just texting now, Stephen Churcher, Don Stevie. He just loves walking around with the camera. It's what he gets out of the day for him, is just walking around with the camera. If he takes a photograph, brilliant. Otherwise, he's just had a great day walking around with the camera. And I get that. I'm starting to appreciate that, although I put pressure on myself to get photographs for obvious reasons. But the other thing for me, so that's the first part, but the other thing for me is the interactions. And I think the interactions I get such a kick out of, even if the photograph isn't 10 out of 10, which today them photographs aren't, but it was freaking difficult as well. But really love the interactions, and then the randomness of street photography. And me personally, it might not be you, but me personally, if I was doing street photography and I wanted to keep headphones on, keep myself to myself, not speak to people, not interact, it wouldn't be street photography for me. It's such a big part of it. And obviously the third part of it is taking the photographs and getting some nice images, get back and actually feeling like you've achieved something with the photographs. Because you can do that without speaking to anybody at all, can't you? So, yeah, I suppose there's 3 elements to street photography, isn't there? And those 3 elements are equally as important. So sometimes, look at these. Yeah, welcome to London.
Oh, you scared me so bad!
London, can't beat it. The interactions for me are flipping, and that's why I like London and these big cities, because you get people that are just quirky, interesting, not afraid to sort of engage with you and interact and get involved. So that's just a huge thing for me. So yes, I think street photography has got lots of levels to it, and I need to appreciate the levels more than just putting myself under pressure for taking decent photographs, which we all do. Obviously I've got my magazine, which I need to I need to make sure that every time I go out with the camera I try and get 5 images for the magazine. So yeah, if you were interested, nice segue there, if you want to support the channel and you're enjoying the video so far and you learned anything, please download F8 magazine. We're still on issue 5, I do apologise, I haven't been out that much. So I don't think I've got enough images at the minute for issue 6. So issue 5 is still the current one. And also a few people recently have booked on workshops. So if you've booked on street photography workshops with me, I'm mega grateful. We're also doing some collaborative workshops going forward with Matt Hall and a few other street photographers. So do check out my website for that. Add yourself to the mailing list so you know when we're doing the group workshops around the UK and abroad and stuff like that. So yeah, make sure you're following us on Instagram and all that, so you can see when those collaborative workshops are taking place. Good God, what's going on here? It's rammed. This is the Barbican, and on a day like this, it's absolute paradise. We're meeting Don Stevie, Stephen Churcher, who's a bit of a hero of mine as far as street photography goes. He's a freaking legend, incredibly talented photographer. He's here somewhere. There he is.
How you doing?
Nice to see you, buddy. Nice to see you.
Yeah, how you doing?
You look very sharp. Every time I see you, you look very sharp.
Oh, it's t-shirt weather.
You look good though, you look good. What a day for it.
Skinny boiled egg, right? No, it's
Skinny
fantastic.
boiled egg.
We might have time, depending on the light, because obviously the Barbican is just a kind of a cartographic light map, and it moves around. And for me, it's Wood Street now, possibly, right, with the escalator. And so let's just go there.
Yeah, yeah. I suppose that's where it comes to recceing and knowing the location and spending a lot of time here. And
Living, right?
well, yeah. Are we still in the Barbican now? I've never been this side. It just goes to show how big it is, isn't it? It's enormous. Most of the shots you've taken here that I've seen have all been like only 25mm, haven't you?
Pretty much exclusively on the
Yeah.
25. I mean, I've taken the ones with the wiggly tape, where they had the cones zigzagging up the main stairway to the centre itself, where we've just come from.
Yeah.
And then there's
That's the typical you shot, that is. I'll never see a photograph of that zigzaggy red and white tape with that. It's always yours, especially if it works. If it works, it's yours.
All I'm doing is making sure, because it's funny, on a wide you can obviously you get more depth of field for any given aperture. So I'm ramping up the ISO strangely on a sunny day, so I get an enormous depth of field. Yeah, and then so that I can force the perspective by getting super close and yet having a large amount of depth of field, so everything's in focus. And so for me, that's, I love wiggly tape for that reason and that reason alone.
I do like the curve and the underexposing by. Let's go to under.
I've got some height. No, but it's seriously.
That's one way of elevating your photography, isn't it?
It gets more of a.
You can exaggerate the shape. And these are nice in the top as well, aren't they? So let's make sure we're at infinity F8. Underexposed by 2.
Not in my way.
No, you made the photograph, mate. You made the picture. Yeah. At least you can say you've been a model now.
Where's it going?
Well, it'll be on the first page of the papers tomorrow. You won't recognise your lifestyle, mate.
No, I'm going to say no comment to all these.
No, yeah. Have a good day, buddy. That's quite nice. Oh, there's somebody coming. I wasn't expecting that to happen. He's going to tell me off for taking pictures now.
Hello. Yeah, we're not taking the building. We're just taking here. We're not taking inside the building. Don't worry. And then Deutsch's main entrance is here. But the thing is, it's just great that they've added it. And you can. It's another. For me, it's high vantage. I cannot get enough.
No.
Shooting down, right?
No. That's. I'd definitely say my portfolio is lacking in that.
For me, it's just everything to do with on the curtain, right? Massive reflections here.
And the obvious subframing and all that.
People get very. Obviously, the guys in the tent.
Yeah.
But
It's a matter of seconds before security. Do you reckon that's the same security bloke?
no, that's good.
Different bloke?
So it's the same guy. Look at that. I mean, look at the shadows you got here. Look at if it was pouring down with rain, you've got the opportunity there to shoot the umbrellas from above. You probably want to do it with some sort of frame of reference, but I mean, even that funny, squiggly...
Very clever, and it does look like... It looks less like a reflection on that one, the other one when it was slightly more subtle around there. Yeah. But that you can see is very clever.
I mean,
it's sort of place that he would know about and have the idea of the shot, the foresight.
I think it was pure fortune. I think.
Really?
I mean, he was out.
So he hadn't planned it.
He knew someone who let him on the roof, and he had I think it was 120 or 150 mil.
Okay.
Bresson always obviously taught 50 mil and no more.
Yeah.
And so it's important on two counts for me. One, obviously it's the high angle view, a little like Andre Curtis, and then the other thing is kill your mental, right? Kill your mental. You're not just going to stick with 50mm. He went, fuck it. I shot with 180 or whatever it was, right? Yeah. And he killed his mental, which is great because it shows you can do something other than what your mentor has been telling you to do. Just shoot 50 or just shoot. This wasn't connected. So the stripey shot was just there.
Oh, is that where you got the... So the lines were... Oh, you can see them very faintly, can't you?
I mean, this is... I was getting direct light in the morning.
Yeah.
And so my stripey shot was... wherever it is.
What do you use to display your images on there? Is that Lightroom, is it?
Yeah, I do everything on Lightroom now. Lightroom on the phone. I'm so lazy now. I couldn't.
And that doesn't look like it needed really any editing at all on it.
No, I mean it was
on the back of your camera. That's kind of what you ended up with.
Yeah, I mean
I
enjoy.
Shows how important the time of day and plan. Did you plan it? Did you have foresight, or was it just lucky?
No, I just came here in the morning because I know the sun rises over that way.
And
So that it just follows that orbit, right? And around 10 o'clock, so before Wood Street. So Wood Street, I said was about 12:30. You've got this place, and they've got the elevator shaft, and again we're probably way late in the day, but I'll show it.
You could definitely spend a day, well, many days, indefinite days, couldn't you? I mean, like what you've just said now. I mean, this sticking out is catching the light here, isn't it? So the shot you've just showed me from that Swiss photographer, so like you've got the light here, so you could almost, not long lens, but you could almost recreate that shot with the sort of silhouette there on this.
It's almost interesting, right? I mean, it really is.
We're to f11 back to hyperfocal, and I'm going to put this in black and white now just so I can simplify it. Hang on a minute. Yeah, this is tremendous in black and white. I know you don't rotate very well, but that portrait, keeping an eye on these shadows in the corners of the camera, so that's my bottom right hand corner, keeping all the verticals vertical. She's never in a million years going to come over here. She is, but no. How far back do I need to go to keep everything? I'll take it empty. I'll take that as a recce empty. And as I said in the beginning of this video, whether or not I keep that bit in, as I said, sometimes it's just, I mean, that car wrecks it, don't it, if that car wasn't there. Sometimes it's nice to see the frame and anticipate it, sort of have the idea more so than actually take the photograph. I think you are right. I think it is better from over here, but it's more. It's preferred this view, but that car wrecks it. That car makes it impossible to shoot because this line on the floor here in the bottom right hand corner is fabulous. So there's lovely balance, but I mean if there was somebody around here even, it's just a lovely, freaking fantastic, but the geometry is fantastic, but there's no area to put the human element. Hey, I hope you're enjoying this video. If you're passionate about street photography and you want to take your skills to the next level, you can support the channel by downloading F8 Street Photography magazine. F8 is a carefully crafted 50-page collection filled with images, insights and practical tips designed to help you improve your photography. Whether you're just getting started or looking to refine your style, this zine is packed with valuable information to help you build confidence, develop your eye for composition and explore different approaches to street photography.
Every download directly supports the channel and allows me to keep creating free content to help you grow as a photographer. Hit the link in the description and check it out, and thank you so much for your support. Now let's get back to the video.
This is facing the other way. Facing the other way. I mean, the lines are crazy. It's amazing. The sun's reflecting off there. So, I mean, again, there's a portrait composition there, which keeps... I mean, I'm in the damn thing. But portrait, empty. There's more space here for a human element to go, because you've got the area and the light there. It's just really enjoyable, even if the images don't work. It's just a really enjoyable location to shoot, isn't it? It's almost like relaxing and, you know, just balancing the composition, even if they're not working. It's just so relaxing.
Well, you've got so many the shapes, right? I mean, that's the thing. It's a
Yeah,
triangle.
the repetition as well. Look at that.
That's great.
Because you got this corner here, which is just
Yeah.
ridiculous. Isn't it? Let's go back to a -2. Make sure I have not my infinity past infinity again. That's very annoying. Again, that corner here. So that corner in black and white, that does look good. Let's go down here to lift it up a little bit.
So do I need to run up and down the stairs?
I'm not asking you to. This is -3. If you're going to dress the part, what do you expect? Let's get this, hang on. Let's concentrate. Thirds. Which corners we have? I can't work out which corner to be in. I don't know. -3 stops exposure compensation. And he just loves being on camera. Yeah. Gorgeous. No, he's down there now. You blend into the bollards.
Blending into a bollard. So insulting.
I'm not going to say anything about just your head glowing at the last minute there. I'm not going to say a thing.
You're gonna have to fix those highlights. Maybe you're gonna. That's actually why you don't want to have a monochrome, because they're so unsympathetic.
They are.
Highlights.
They just don't retain anything, do they?
You can't. If you blow the highlight.
Oh, I know. I can believe it.
So with a head like mine, you're fine. Which is better or anything.
Anything is better in your hands, though, isn't it, Steve?
I don't know about that. I wouldn't quite be so bold. No, I mean, you throw enough shits on sticks eventually, right? I mean, that's. I think.
How often do you talk about throwing shit at a wall? How often do you go out and shoot a week then?
I mean,
because you walk through here twice a week, or twice a day. You walk here twice a day.
Twice a day.
So as long as you've got a camera in your hand, you can do street photography here twice a day, every day.
Correct. And I look out the window at work and it's raining, and I can do street photography onto Paternoster Square, or I can, so I think I'm always thinking about it. But street photography or any photography really is just a surface area of your skill, your eye, which you can train, right? Let's be clear. No one is like born perfect, but your eye, how good you are in terms of setting your camera up, so on. Two, it's the opportunities you give yourself. So the places you go, the people you see, the setups that you introduce yourself to, and then thirdly, the length of time you spend doing it.
Looking at Stephen's Leica and the way he's got this Coles Ice 25mm 2.8 lens on here. I was just looking at his focal scale, because it's a 25mm. His infinity at f11 there. If you look the other side, is f11 on this side is under a meter. So his hyperfocal distance is infinity at f11, infinity to under a meter on this 25mm lens. That's flipping massive. So truly at f11 you never need to focus with this, do you? It's crackers. This is absolutely crazy. So I use my right eye to look through this, right, because it's a 25mm, and my left eye to look through the yellow one there, which you can't, because there's a spirit bubble in there. So as you're using your right eye to compose, use your left eye to get it level.
But what happens is you just get used to leveling now.
That's
so
bonkers.
Much because you become obsessive about it.
Which means your shots are like, you've got literally no excuse when you're photographs to be right in camera with this thing.
I've got to be. Otherwise, why fucking bother? Right, go home.
Do you do much editing, or do you?
No, I mean you'll see most of the pictures. When I get a good picture I deliberately take the picture.
Yeah, you do.
The back.
You post it live.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. It says no cheating. Yeah. Yeah.
No, but it's. Look, when you got light like this in a location like this with a expensive camera like that, you shouldn't be fucking it up, right? You should not be screwing it up.
So oh wow, look at those swings. They're graphic, aren't they? Because you've got the lines of the red in the foreground.
Morning, obviously the sunrise is over there, and it's low, so it comes through here. So early morning. So remember we walked across another walkway from the actual Barbican Centre up to the Boston to the Wood Street exit.
Yeah.
That's good in the evening because the light's over there,
yeah.
Right? And it shines on that, and so you get that kind of effect on the pillars here. This is the opposite. So in the morning, the sun's rising over there in the city, right? And it shines through here. So you get this beautiful kind of, and again, all of this will, you get all the lines. It's insane, right? It's and where's the other one?
Is that these stairs?
These stairs here. You're hanging out here shooting, and then another one.
Is that flipped?
A flip because it was just so good with the. And then here's another just pure geometry runners. It's just crazy, right? And you just got to wait.
And that's a morning shot.
That's morning when the light's good coming through, and then obviously a bike. And there's no reason why a bike can go down here. The guy got lost.
So basically, you paid for the cyclist to go down.
No
Come on now.
He was meandering there, but.
That yellow is striking. I suppose it's a shot that you could almost take throughout the day as well, couldn't it? Because it's down here. Because it's always going to have light on it, really, isn't it? It's overshot, is it? I don't think I've ever seen it shot. There's a huge gap though in the middle for me. Like there's nothing on a third, so not that thirds are always important, but I think on this one, you've got the yellow in the reflection.
Get right close to the. Get up to.
Yeah, but then you.
If you do it on angle, you should be able to.
I love this white floor. They're white.
But anyway, it's interesting.
That's gorgeous there, yeah.
Smoking whatever it is, just smoking stuff.
Keep smoking whatever it is you want. If you're coming up with genius designs like this, we don't care what drugs are involved.
You need to feed it to the masses so they also want to move into them.
Yeah. We shall see. It's fun either way. I was just offering this up for composition just to see if it was going to work with the lines in the corner. So these are the bottom left vertical, and that being on the right hand third. And somebody came into shot like that, which was cool. Crouched down, I've got this in the top left hand corner, this in the bottom left hand corner, and that on my right hand third. So the picture's balanced, then it's just a case of getting somebody in, but to be honest with you, not many people are coming by.
I'm kind of framing up like that, and then you get the reflection from here on the glass, you get that, and you get all of that in the background. And then
so the light would have to be coming from the left then, would it, for this?
Well, no, it's fine now.
You think it's alright?
No,
you'll get it.
No, look at that, done. I mean, I get it. It's there. I just need someone to walk across that
with you.
bridge, right? And then I'm done. I mean, hold on, let's just bring that in a little bit. Yeah. I see someone would walk across that bridge. All right, maybe bring it up here because I can see the reflection there. Right? But you get the idea.
Yeah.
Right?
I wouldn't. This isn't an obvious shot to me at all. So you've definitely seen something I would never see.
Well, it's just
now that you've said it, I see what you're doing. But like,
forget that.
Yeah. You must have come down here on really strong light days to see this reflecting to sort of plant the seed that it's possible.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
that's because that is not obviously reflective for me, and it is reflective. See, I saw that and thought that was cool, with the enormous bag of cocaine dropped on the floor. And this smart ass saw the same thing, but with elevation. So without those people there, you see the reflection of exactly what I was looking at, but then framed by this foliage. So he was trying to get somebody in the same light as me, but then also somebody where these people are walking. Didn't happen, but he saw a shot with more complexity and more depth than I did, because he's a clever git.
you get all the
That's
shadows.
tremendous, isn't it? Seeing St Paul's through that there, and then, oh my God. Cool. That's crazy, isn't it? Oh, I'm chopping off the... No, I'm not. Am I chopping off? I am. Chopping off that bloody corner. There's always something. There's always a way you can improve a shot. So I've got to get the corner in the bottom left, and I've got to get the corner in the bottom right. So I was wrong to be situated where I was. Underexposed by nearly 2 stops. F8 infinity. How long is it going to take? Oh.
Rennie Burry shooting, I think it was Rio de Janeiro Health Ministry, and you get that cross light. Let me find it.
You love complexity in your images, don't you? You like. Do you ever like a simple image, or do you always like? Because I noticed that you always. I'm drawn straight away to the obvious frame, the obvious
Health Ministry
composition, but you go straight to. I don't know.
Here
Like,
we go, bang. See how the zigzags, right?
is that one shot, or is that reflection? No, that's one shot.
No,
isn't it?
this is one shot. This is what Rennie Burry's shot at the Health Ministry in Rio is, right? And so when I see that, I'm like, holy mother of God, right? That's like God spoke to me, right? And so that when I see that, I'm immediately then looking, and that's where I'm going with that, right? Because I need the natural light one way, bounce light the other, and I need the crossovers. Whereas Rene, who's obviously a master, just makes it so much better.
When was that photograph taken? Then? Is it?
70s.
Yeah, say it looks like film, doesn't it?
Beautiful. Absolutely
Beautiful.
Beautiful, mate. Yeah, beautiful.
Gorgeous. I always get emotional at this part. I've seen you now for another 3 or 4 years.
Nah, come on. I need to come down to Wales.
No, you don't. It gives me an excuse to come back here. Bloody good to see you, man. Thank you so much. It's been amazing.
All right, that's all right. Just it was a bit of a wonder. That's nice. Yeah. All right. Well, you're
Looking forward to seeing your pictures.
Oh gosh, I took none today.
You don't need
really.
to take any. No, you're just showing me how to.
No, just look. Lights over here. Look right over there. That's all right.
You're like a moth.
That's it. Right. Good.
Hey, man.
All right,
Really
mate.
appreciate it. Good luck,
take
man.
care.
See you
right?
again. All
Okay.
right. Cheers, Steve. That is another fantastic day of street photography in London over. Very sad. I always get sad when heading home. But a huge thank you to Stephen Churcher for showing me around the Barbican and some of his favourite spaces, because he is a tremendous photographer. I'm very lucky to have some friends who are as talented as he is. Stephen's probably the most diverse photographer. If you check out his Instagram, honestly, insanely talented across all genres of street photography. So really proud to have him as a mate. And yeah, he does do workshops, especially around the Barbican because it's in his doorstep. But what a tremendous bloke, tremendously talented. And out of all the people, I'm very lucky to have a few friends that are incredibly inspiring. Every time I shoot with them, they just force me to see things differently, elevate what I would normally see. And pretty much every single time I'm looking at a shot, Stephen's found a way of it being on a different level, you know. So yeah, hugely inspiring bloke. Do check out his Instagram. And generally a really nice chat. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Do check out the magazine. And I'm going to head back now, South Wales. 4-hour drive to look forward to. But until next time, see you again.